she's one of my bestest girlfriends. So I decided to go back and visit her because she's come up here. She came up here last year. I said it's time for me. She's like, you need to come down. I was like, of course I do. So I decided to go down and spend a week with her, and it was freaking awesome. It's nothing new. I travel alone, solo, all the time. I talked about my. Let's get that together. I talk about my Hurricane Irma experience, being caught in that, but this was nothing like that. Other than I caught a cold from all those germs on the plane, and the plane being cold and other stuff. We having a little shortage issue. Let's fix that. Other than that, it's good. So she was showing me around. I did a few tours. I did something called the Insectarium. Don't quote me on that. I could be saying it wrong. So we went to something called Peaches Records. So Peaches Records is like a landmark that has been in Louisiana since it opened over 60, 70 years ago. And the original owner, this has been passed down through family, of course. So there is a countertop situation going on in it, but it's from a movie. I don't know if it's I don't know which movie it is. I don't know if it's Malcolm X or the movie with Martin Luther King, but it's the part in the movie where there's four black girls sitting around the countertop, and it's called Woodworth something. I can't remember. It might be Martin Luther King. And so anyway, the young ladies, of course, we couldn't sit at the front, especially at the countertop back in those days, and they were killed. And so when I seen Woodworth, so my girlfriend's like, "Hey, Charlie, come take a picture." I was like, "Come take a picture at the Woodworth." I was like, "Woody's?" I was like, "Okay." She was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "We're gonna take a picture at Woody's." She was like, "Wait a minute, Charlie. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? It's Woodworth." I was like, "But that's what they called Woody's back in the day." So she was like, "No, girl." So that was my blonde moment, and I was so serious. I was like, "What, Woody's?" And she recorded it by mistake, and I posted it. I didn't post it. I posted it on my private page because I didn't want people to think I was really that dumb, because I'm not. I'm like freakishly smart. But it was so funny. So, but if you're on my personal Instagram page, you can watch the video, and I was literally in tears. We do have our special guest today. We have A-Rock. I'm going to bring him up shortly. I said I would use this show. I'm sorry, I got to keep up with the time. I do. I said I would use this show to talk about a few things. I want to talk about, we know that we think perception is reality of someone's life, right? So whatever your perception is of me becomes your reality. So it's also, and so for those who know me know that I'm a business owner. I do radio and TV as well as I have my own business, another business consulting. Well, what do you do, Charlie? Well, Charlie's a business advisor. That's what I do. I do business advising. Well, and so I realized that nobody really wants to take you seriously unless they can hey, guests come in, and actually they can see materialistic stuff. They would call that your success. If they can see, like they've seen me buying cars and stuff, blah blah blah. Then people start to believe that what you're doing is materializing in financial wealth. Now, my lifestyle funds me, which is I don't have a fancy lifestyle. I buy what I. Oh, wait a minute, it's not fancy.
Stop.
So why? What you trying to say? Come on, bring it on, bring it on.
It ain't like you geek for, but that's just what you like. You like expensive things, so.
I like expensive bags. Okay, he's referring to probably bags.
And your car. Yeah, you.
I travel, yes, but I make But look here. Everybody can travel. I travel on a budget. Like I am on. If I see a flight that's a 115, I'm gonna buy it. Like straight up. That's just smart. So my trips don't be expensive. So I just, if I follow a lot of airlines, so if something is a good deal, I buy it, and I'll worry about when I'm going to take it later.
Yeah. Take advantage of it.
I try to still, most of my money and investments is spent back putting into my businesses. Because because it ain't free and it ain't cheap. So we know the show. Yeah, the show ain't cheap. Ain't cheap at all. But I say that to say, so I get a lot of inboxes. The first couple of inboxes was because I lost 30 pounds. So everybody wanted to know, well, how did you do it? Well, lifestyle change. I can't say it anymore. I don't diet. I lost 30 pounds, and I do not diet, and I do not work out. How did I do it? Sacrifice. I changed the way I eat. I don't diet because I still like to eat certain stuff. But you do have to sacrifice, and I made a lifestyle change, so therefore I have an alkaline diet. In addition, I don't have to have meat every day. I don't have to have meat with every meal. So I eat a lot different, and it's all for digestive system. So you have to eat things that works your digestive system. That's how you lose the weight, through waste. Voila. So I take probiotics for the good culture and yeast in your stomach to move the digestive system so you can lose the weight. Drink water. I drink alkaline water. And I eat organically. So there's that, and that means, and it is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's the sacrifice. If I'm gonna buy $1,000 bag, I damn sure better be able to spend at least $400, $200 in an organic grocery store. That just makes sense to me. Mind, body, and soul. You have to take care of those things and guard your temple. The other thing is, as far as business-wise, people want to know, well, you don't work a 9 to 5 job. You don't. I no longer work a 9 to 5. I did work. I had to make a sacrifice, which means I stacked some bread, and I had to invest. Now, I'm only telling you what worked for me. It's not a quick scheme. There's nothing that ain't in this world that's quick. So what I did was I invested in me. I took money out so I have this thing called money market. You can change your IRA into a money market. That's what I did. So I took a certain amount of G's and I put that thing in a money market where they pay this guy who makes money off of me by me paying him. So that money then materialized into cash money. So what I can do is now pull out from that money. Now you can either have them tax it up top, which I did because I don't want to pay at the end of the year and owe Uncle Sam. So I draw down the money, and I have them tax the money, and I can live off of it, and then I have my businesses. Now, everybody know when you have businesses, you have 3 years before you can start reporting income. Well, I don't have that problem. My business report income. But, so it's a hell of a tax break. A hell of a tax break. So if you're getting, now what does that mean? Well, I don't have any children, right? So in order for me to get a large sum of money, either I got to have some kids, or I got to have a job that's going to give me a bonus. That's how it is when you are single and you don't have any children. So that means my businesses are my babies. They are my write-offs. So what does that say in money? Well, that say $8,000, $5,000 to $8,000 per business. That's what it says for me. So I have 3 businesses. You do the math. You can live off that cash-wise. A large sum of money, you can actually live off that if you know how to budget yourself. So that's how I did it. Two things of how I did it. For some reason, some people think that because my father passed away, I was left a lot of money. No, that money been gone. So this is how I live now. I'm not going to get into how you make money off of TV and radio because I got too much competition. I'm going to leave it at that. So there's that. But I said I would share those tips, and those are the tips that I have for you today. And we're going to bring up our guest. Can I get a round of applause for A-Rod? Come on, A-Rod. Come on up here. And
are we standing? Are we sitting? How y'all doing?
You
out
ain't
there?
sitting. Get comfortable.
Yeah, let's get comfortable. Let's see. Y'all got it all this set up. Look all nice in here.
And
oh, yeah, he's comfortable. He's comfortable. Yeah.
How you been?
I'm doing great. How are you? Look at you.
I'm good. I can't complain. I could, but nobody would listen. So there's that.
Hey, that's very true though. So you know.
So but okay. So you are you're several things. You have several titles. You produce.
Yes.
You write.
Check.
You are artist,
Check.
and you all. It's an auto engineering. What am I? Doing?
Audio engineer. Yep.
Audio engineer. Okay, I'm at. Okay.
One more thing. I'm also a business owner myself. I own my own recording studio as well. So
Damn. Tax write-offs. I'm all about that.
facts.
Okay. So and I met you 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was. I think it if I remember the name, I know it was the joint at Iverson Mall, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was,
this-
and to this day, and you always stayed on my mind because you were the first artist to freestyle at the top of a drop of a dime, and I recorded it and I put it, and it's gotten a lot of views. It's on YouTube.
Why haven't I seen that? I need to
Yeah,
see the
you-
link for that so I can
Yeah,
actually
so
share that.
it's been up for a while. It's been up, of course, over 2 years. That was 3 years ago.
It was.
That was almost 3 years ago.
It was like 3
yeah,
years
because
ago.
I've been here for 2 years. Wow.
Time flies when you have fun, right?
Yeah, so and because that was like my favorite freestyle. I was like, he just dropped that, and he was in your zone, and I was like, yeah. So as soon as I put that video has been up for going on 3
It's-
years.
It's kind of a thing where it's like I figured out it's like if you're going for an interview with like music,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna ask you to freestyle.
Yes.
So the worst thing I could tell you is no.
Right.
But it's also bad if I come and I'm like, yeah, I woke up in the morning and tied up my shoes. Yeah. They're gonna look at me like crazy, right?
Right.
So
right.
I'm like, I try to always prepare myself. I mean, I don't know if I really did it for this one because I know we talking about getting some good grub and doing some good old
better know
home
it.
fashion, getting your life together. So let's stick to that. But we'll see what happens.
So yeah. So ever since then, I was like, ever since you freestyle, I was like, oh yeah, he gonna do something. Because most
trying.
artists, when I've asked a lot of artists to do rap artists to freestyle, and I've heard it, and I'll be like, you know what? That's not your thing. Don't do that again.
It's
Some
You
artists
know-
are writers. Some can free from the top of their dome.
but it's also the just being nervous. Like some
oh
people
yeah,
just,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Some people feel like when the camera's in their face, like they lose everything. And like I've been through that before, but I just had to learn this is what you want to do. So
Better
why
know
are you
it.
scared to do what you want to do
Right.
to make money off of it?
You better
and
know
gain
it.
a fan base.
You
Like
better know it.
that's retarded. Oh, excuse me. Pardon my language. That is not very smart.
we got you. Don't worry. The editor version gonna blur that out.
There we go. Okay, so let's do it again. That is not very smart to do, to come to a show where you're talking about music and not have music or be able to deliver music.
Exactly. So what are you doing? Because like I said, I know you did a song in reference to Wale.
Well, you going back to like 2010 when we talking about bait with
You did a lot of stuff, bruh.
I'm working. I'm trying to
You supposed to be working, right?
Yeah, you gotta stay busy. You gotta keep working. You gotta keep progressing because the moment you sit still, somebody else is coming to take your spot. Like
This is true. This is true.
competition is real.
It really is. And like I said, I coming back from New Orleans and I seen the different talent and how hungry they are. I said, oh no, the DMV got to step up. Like they got a different type of hungry.
It's not even the fact that the DMV has to step up because it's a lot of very talented people.
It is.
It's just we have to support each other. Like Atlanta, I know I've been around and like I just seen how Atlanta just shows artists from their area so much love.
Right.
It's like, okay, you have something you do right now, we all gonna get behind this.
Right.
But here it's like, oh, you got a record going, man. My man did rap, trying to make a record. So why don't I worry about you?
Right. Yeah.
Like, nah,
that's
you-
true.
You got to show love, like because what's 50 people that's really supporting you from your area gonna look bad if it's 10 of you and 10 of them doing the same thing.
Right.
When you can make 20, 30, 40, 50 people come together and like show everybody that it's money we can all make, it's fans we can all get, we can all eat.
I think people too busy. They base everything about where they are instead of just trying to branch out. Yeah, it might be 100,000. Okay, 100, yeah, thousand of y'all here in the area, but your goal is to reach people outside. Millions of people.
Never worry about where you are, because God put you right there where you need to be to learn that lesson and move on and move up. You know the reason why you may be there and you feel like you stuck, because you are not ready for the next level, because I promise you it is not easy. It's not easy.
And that's another thing too. Understanding the work and dedication and time and sacrifice that goes into.
No one makes sacrifices.
We all. Well, you better know it.
I mean, I'm talking about, you know, I look at it now like sleep. You get that. You get
What's
that.
that?
You get that if you want to lose money.
Mm. Oh.
It's not even a privilege. It's, if you want to lose money, go ahead, go to sleep.
Oh. Okay.
If you want to make that bread, you got to get up and work.
Well, let me ask you this, and I'm going to ask you this in reference to because I speak with clearly I speak with a lot of artists, and even though you want the support of other people and even other people in the same area or the same field as you, how do you separate that from business? Because a lot of people here, they do a lot of favors, and like me, when it comes to business Charlie and friend Charlie, two separate people.
And I actually had to learn that kind of the hard way.
Okay.
So I'll actually get into a story about, it's cool to help the homie out. It's cool to do something to make, to benefit everybody. But you have to make sure that everybody in the same circle understands what's actually going on. So when I'm referencing, did I say that correctly?
You got it.
Gotcha. What I am talking about, I had to switch it up because I didn't want to say it again. There was a record that recently came out that did very well. It is called Wishing. It is called Wishing by Chris Brown, DJ Drama, LaQuinn, and Scheme.
Right.
I did the initial recording and mixing and all that for LaQuinn.
Mm-hmm.
Me taking it as, okay, this is an opportunity, but I'm also getting it from the homies.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, come on in, let's do it. I'm ready to work.
Right.
Next thing I know, the record comes out, split sheets ain't put together, or I'm not including it to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there could either be one or two things. One, they figured, hey, you're just the engineer, so this is what it is. Or they just feel, oh, that's the homie, so, we ain't gonna worry about him. He'll be all right.
Right.
But it just taught me that it doesn't matter, like, how much these people come around you and how much they say, oh, we love you and you the best and
right.
this and that, because they're going to say whatever they want to get whatever they want out of you.
Right.
You got to make sure that the business is secure, because honestly, a lot of the business stuff is what helps you get further into the music industry.
Right.
Just having your business intact can take your record
exactly
so much further. Just because you have it registered for Nelson, you have it registered for SoundScan. Because a lot of people don't know, Spinrilla, you're throwing away money.
Right. Exactly. Right.
I never understood that. Like, artists on there that's getting 100,000, 200,000 plays. That's money.
Right.
That you're losing. And they literally tell you, we do not monetize. We do not offer payments for streams and plays. That's what the music industry has turned into now.
Right. Yeah.
So just having that together, you put out a song and you have it monetized, or even SoundCloud, where artists are becoming famous.
Right. Yeah.
By SoundCloud.
Yeah. Yep.
You have it monetized. You get 100,000 plays. You're getting paid off of that. I mean, you're not gonna get $100,000. Okay, let's stop thinking in a fantasy world. But you're gonna get paid off of what you love to do. How amazing is that?
Right. So I always ask artists, is your goal is to get signed, or because in my eyes, I think independent is better because you keep most of your money.
Well,
So what do you think?
it's it's one or two things. If you have the finances to do it, then stay independent.
Okay.
Because if you don't have the funds or if you don't have the finances to really take your career where you want to be, but you have deals on the table,
Okay.
it's something to look into. Because if you have that machine, one, they're going to get you in circles that you normally can't get into as
Right.
a
Right.
regular artist. They're gonna make sure that, they may make sure that your music or you as an artist are getting taken care of. That's up to you and how you approach them. Excuse me. Pardon me, I'm actually getting over a cold myself.
Me too.
But like I said, if you are able to sustain and have the mental capacity, the finances to do it independently, by all means, like I say, do that. But it's not easy.
Right. Right. So I know that and I know we got to go into a commercial break in about 5 minutes. I know that, like you said, I know you have your own studio, and
Yes.
I'm assuming that brings in a lot of it's financial. It helps you financially. I'm assuming.
It's helped me to the point where I have not worked a 9 to 5 since 2011. So
Isn't that good?
hey, I'm blessed. So
Yeah, like I mean, business ownership to me is, and I know everybody, it's not for everybody. I do get that.
yeah, you have to be
Because
ready
you work
for it.
10 times harder for yourself, but you benefit off of it the most versus somebody else benefiting off your sweat, blood, and tears.
Absolutely.
So to me, business ownership is far more worth it, even though you don't get the whole check every 2 weeks or whatever. But but hey,
But
it's yours.
Let's
and
put it in perspective.
let's do it.
You can get you can, let's say, work 8, 9, 10 sometime hours
Mhm.
to get a check every 2 weeks,
Mhm.
or own your own business and make your whole paycheck in a day.
That's what I'm
That-
getting at.
and like that's really what it is. It's up to how much work you put in. But if you put in that work, you really make it happen. You can double, triple, quadruple in a day. Now imagine doing that 7 days a week.
Now, the other flip side of it is, I'm not going to, like I said, I talked about business ownership earlier. Understanding that when you are starting a business, and I should have talked about this earlier about me being a black woman and a minority and how that benefits me far as when it comes to getting, if I wanted to get loans and things of that nature, how easy it is for them to give that to me because of my minorityship and me being a business owner and where my businesses are coming out of, which is Virginia. Virginia, good to black women. The hell they say. So don't think they're not. But the other side of it is, it can also take a time for you to start earning some money. So
Yes.
with that, I'm humble. Like what I'm saying, like I wasn't always benefiting off of waiting for everything to mature so I can start earning money. So I'm humble. So I drive. I'll be making some money and still drive Uber because I like money.
Absolutely. But it's also, it's like you said, it takes kind of a while to kind of build your business,
Right.
and make it to, like, I've also gone to the point of the sacrifices where I'm like, okay, so you have this project you want to do, you have this work you want to do, okay, just so I can attach my name to this project because I feel like this project can do something.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in, like, let's just work.
Right. Okay.
And we'll get to business later.
Okay.
But
does it really work out?
starting out, it's good to make those type of barters in a business that's all
Okay.
about commission. Because at that point,
Right.
it's just you have to get people in the door.
Right. Right.
If you don't
right.
have anybody in the door and you don't have anybody vouching for you for them to come in the door, then you're just sitting there like, well, I'm supposed to be making this much because I'm charging that much, but no one wants to pay it.
So that's different because again, you have a product you're putting out. So like I said, when you're a business advisor, as myself, right? So I'm advising people what to do with their business or how to make money. If they don't see the wealth, they can't say, well, what makes you the advisor? So
Yeah.
I got to go out and buy a BMW.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, she got 2 cars. She doing something right, and she got a motorcycle.
Just so they can come and say,
So
well,
they understand
how
that
did
I'm
you
doing
get
something
that?
right. That's my point. I don't want to go out and post my bank account.
It's advertising at its finest.
Da-da. But we got to go to a commercial break.
Yo.
And A-Rock is going we're going to talk a little bit more about his performance and all that good stuff. And we'll be back with y'all shortly. The main dish, everyone. Chef Reek, Charlie V, A-Rock.
Charlie V, yeah.
I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're at hate. I just wanna know.
Work. Diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watches, gold chain, player. 100,000 champagne, player. Yeah, my money insane, player. Yeah, I'm making it rain, player. But I was just on a plane, player. Buying gear, flying here. It ain't what you heard, it's my time of year. If I'm in the club, I get 100 stacks. I'm always rolling up, so I get love for that. I heard he stole my swag, but I don't want it back. I was on this, but now I'm on to that. You see it in my closet, for it's on the rack. Was out there in Hawaii, now I'm going back. I got so much money, I should start a bank. So much paper right in front of me, it's hard to think. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to drink. But I'm still growing up, and my family here, and they rolling up. So the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work.
Nigga think the Riggedy Raw, legend in the city. I know what it is. Rockin' for my godson, never complaining, always campaigning. Everything a campaign. I might even have some champagne with my campaign. Stinging in the Riggedy Raw. You know what it is.
Jimmy Black Jr. Stronger than ever. 145. All respect to those who brought the man game. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Black took all in the shit. Yeah, let's come shoot that one. Hey yo, bust it. Baby got a problem saying bye-bye. I'm a fly guy. Ass wide, don't matter. My pockets got fatter. Now I'm Jimmy Black. And they don't need being greedy. And I'll be there in a...
I would say that Yusha has the gift of drawing people to him. He does it when he performs on stage for a hip-hop concert. He does it with the Hope campaign, or speaking to the youth, or even in adults. And then just in everyday conversation, people are drawn to him. They want to hear what he has to say. I've seen him in noisy rooms, and when he got up to speak, it was quiet because everyone was just focused on what he had to say. I can't describe, I can't explain it, but he has it, and it works every time.
Everybody say this shit is amazing. Now we put it in the word. We can sit there and you say it's amazing. We do everything with word. We be out here putting word. Word. Hey, working and winning. Hey, working and winning. Hey, working and winning. Hey, working and winning. Hey,
You are now watching the main dish show. It's your girl Charlie B. Of course, we got special guest A-Rock. We also got Chef Reek. He is killing it. It smells so yummy in here. I can't wait to eat. But now, come on up here, A-Rock. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
So you gonna perform. This is the part of the show where the artists get to perform.
Yeah, let's get live in here and get lit.
And I love this type of atmosphere because it gives people a chance to actually go and listen to the lyrical content. Because you're a hell of a writer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your productions be on point, so you can't be denied that. We need to get in the studio. I can actually really sing though, sing for real.
Actually, fun fact, if y'all don't know, that is her on the tag that comes in on this. I actually just heard it for the first time, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. So I'm with it. I'm definitely with it.
Cool. So tell us about, you're gonna do a performance of songs.
I'm actually gonna do a mashup of a couple songs from my new album, The Gray Area.
Oh, it's the new album.
Yes.
Ew.
It's actually out right now. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora, iHeartRadio. Anything you do online to listen to music is there. So
tell them exactly, because I want them to go download, purchase, all that good stuff, and where they can find you. And we're gonna repeat that before the show goes out. So tell everybody where they can find you. You can find all your stuff, but your name, what is it's A-Rock. So do y'all spell that out for black folks?
My social media all across the board is A-Rock Music, AYROCKMUSIC. You can also check out my website. That's arock.com. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like I said, all the music outlets, you just type in AY-ROCK. I don't want to sound messed up, but Google me and it'll all
Google
come
me,
up.
baby. Hey, he being modest, but this guy has worked with a lot of people, so he really being modest. I ain't gonna go into it, but he working with y'all favorite DMV artists.
I'm just working.
So we gonna get into his performance. So A-Rock, everyone, and
we can go ahead and get into it.
Let me get off stage though.
I'm gonna have a little fun up here too. Is that okay? Yeah. Huh? Let me tell you a little something. Yeah. Listen up. Work so many days like where my time's gone. So fucking focused on success like where my mind's gone. Been handed many lies. People try to criticize, scrutinize, but never lost my step. I mean my suit and tie. I never left, had to change up. Been on the low, they see me doubted, but I came up. I've been on 100, I'm stuck on my waist. Watch how I move without leaving a trace. You people ain't moving, you running the place. And even the secret is only a taste of the only a matter of time before they give me the green light. Like I said, we just warming up. Yeah. Hey, Champ, we about to go, so I got one question. Can I answer?
Here we go. Now is you ready? Now is you ready? Now is you ready? Now is you ready? My time. 4 minutes. How we did it? You never gotta make a finish, but a nigga instant. Watch out, cause the lights might blind you. People say that you're coming for the top, but tell them where you are, cause they're never gonna find you. Know that I came for this game with a vision, I'm running it over. Get on my lane and I'm moving this shit while I'm pushing, I slower. Silence, let me break it down. Go too bright when I do say, can't nobody take my style. I just back it up, but just do it. I do it. Really runs in my fluid. Catch me with the G and we just kick it back cause they choose it. Round and round we go. Get
that dough, then we bring it back. Give them all a little taste and they keep coming back for more. I'm just trying to take it continental, international. The flow keep out the beat, pilot the pencil. Then we pack it up and show them this how far we trying to go. Now we bring it full the back, now I'm screaming, here we go. Now here we go, here we go. What's that shit you know? Here we go, talking 24, go till we get more. Here we go, tell them here we go. We ready to blow, better yet we get it started. Have them begging us for more. Here we go, here we go. What's that shit you know? Here we go, talking 24, go till we get more. Here we go, tell them here we go. We ready to blow, better yet we get it started. Have them begging us for more. Yeah.
Let's actually slow it down a little bit. Have a little.
Take it slow, take it
All the
slow.
beautiful
Sit
ladies out there.
back, enjoy the show.
Let's have a little fun up
My station, fucking away with my playlist. Keep it real, and you know the deal. I'm so for real, that you saw it. Got that hell on your mind right. Ain't too many, yeah, fine lights. So when you giving it to me, I'm gonna take control of your life. But hold up, blow your mind. What's on your brain? 'Cause I know what's on my mind. I ain't playing no games. You walk through the door and you shut it like it ain't got me down like you're ready to go. Get up on me and all you want me to stick it in with this shit.
We're gonna have one more fun and we'll turn up and we'll shut it down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, shout out Brian Angel from Day 26. It's also on this record. Make sure you check this one out. Video coming soon. All that. Let's go.
I'm coming over. I already told ya. Girl, I won't flex, but I'm the best that you never had. I'm coming over. I already told ya. Girl, I won't flex, but I'm the best that you never had.
She just wanna go. Don't give a damn about the day, anytime when she show up. I be like, hold up. Don't be blowing up a line when you talk about you know what. You know what it's hitting for. When I hit it, I'ma have you screaming, give me more. Yeah, I be going on 24. But after that, baby girl, no talking, keep it on the line. She just want the fine things. Gucci and that Louis, watch some diamonds, bling. Homie, that is not your lane. Man, when your girl wanna try to play you.
I'm coming over.
I ain't want to take up too much of your time. I know we doing a lot of good things right now, so I want to just come in and do a little something slight for you.
Oh, that was freaking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I definitely got questions after that.
Okay, ask away. Ask away.
You did your whole album?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. For real?
Recording, writing, producing on the majority of it. As far as being the mix and master engineer, I did all that. So as far as arranging, extra production, stuff like that, yeah, all of that. So.
Oh. Do you do your own? Do you make the tracks as well?
Yes.
Oh, for real? I didn't.
I didn't do too much on this one as far as creating completely on my own. Because I wanted to reach out to like different producers and get different sounds for it. I didn't want it to be so A-Rock.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. Oh God.
That looks amazing.
Like, oh Lord. Look, focus. I'm like, I want to eat.
You know how when black people eat, how they get real quiet? Like no one talks for like 30 minutes. Everybody's like,
oh Lord.
Yo.
Oh yeah, Chef Reed.
Thank the Lord.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Yeah, look. This is the part of the show. We gotta take
Wait, hold on. Before you gotta say grace though.
Of course, I always bless. Do we not bless the food every?
She looked like she was about to dive in it though.
I wasn't. I was taking a picture.
About to dive in.
Well, go ahead. You the guest.
No.
You have to bless the food now. Go on now. Work with it.
I want to keep it short and simple. Dear God, we come to you humbled and blessed to be, just in good faith and good health. We want to thank you and bless the person who prepared the food. Bless everybody in the building. Bless everybody watching. Bless everybody in the world, because you see we're going through very tough times. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
It was something.
Ew. That's why, I ain't even gonna lie. I be like, God is good, God is grace. I mean, don't
You gotta
don't judge me.
no. You gotta speak to him from the heart. That was on the spot, but so I had to like kind of send a quick text message to him. But that's how that go.
Jesus. So look, I'm gonna go and let you dive in first, because I know how it is when you want to at least taste the food before we answer all the questions. And plus, I'm hungry, and we're gonna go into a commercial break too.
Yes, you might come back and this will be gone.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we will return shortly. The main dish, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're at hate. I just wanna know. I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're at hate. I just wanna know.
Work, 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 work. On diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watches, gold chain, player. 100,000 champagne, player. Yeah, my money insane, player. Yeah, I'm making it rain, player. But I was just on a plane, player. Buying gear, flying here. It ain't what you heard, it's my time of year. If I'm in the club, I get 100 stacks. I'm always rolling up, so I get love for that. I heard he stole my swag, but I don't want it back. I was on this, but now I'm on to that. You see it in my closet, for it's on the rack. Was out there in Hawaii, now I'm going back. I got so much money, I should start a bank. So much paper right in front of me, it's hard to think. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to drink. But I'm still growing up, and my family here, and they rolling up. So the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work.
work, 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 work.
Stanky Dank the Riggedy Raw, legend in the city. Y'all know what it is. Rockin' for my godson. Never complaining, always campaigning. Everything a campaign. I might even have some champagne with my campaign. Stanky Dank the Riggedy Raw. You know what it is.
Jeff Fahey rest.
Oh, yeah.
Do the finger roll from the outside. Who off that curl? That's what you get, champ. Jimmy Black Jr.
Stronger than ever.
145.
All respect to those who brought
Old
the
man
game to
game.
keep it. Shake the
Yo, to the next show.
And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. To tell me
Oh my goodness, Jimmy Black Tamale the skit. Yeah, let's talk, shoot that one.
Hey yo, bust it. Baby got a problem saying bye-bye. I'm a fly guy. And that's why it don't matter. My pockets got fatter. Now I'm
Jimmy Black. Off the
and
tip.
ain't no need in being greedy. And I'll be there in the
I would say that Yusha has the gift of drawing people to him. He does it when he performs on stage for a hip hop concert. He does it with the Hope campaign, or speaking to the youth or even in adults. And then just in everyday conversation, people are drawn to him. They want to hear what he has to say. I've seen him in noisy rooms, and when he got up to speak, it was quiet because everyone was just focused on what he had to say. I can't describe, I can't explain it, but he has it, and it works every time.
Everybody say this shit is amazing. Y'all be putting in the word. We can sit and let me say it's amazing. We do everything with word. We be out here putting word. Word. Hey, working it with it. 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 Hey, you can see me putting word. Working it with it.
You are now tuned back into. Excuse me. I was trying to get my food down.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. Y'all don't even know how fast I was eating in 5 minutes during the commercial break.
I actually told myself, I said, you know what, just take samples because you don't want to come back and your plate is empty. That's not going to look right. It's not going to look right.
You had to slow yourself down some.
I had to, but y'all missing out, so, hey.
So, you pretty much did your whole album. You said you did work with a few people as far as some other people use other people's tracks, right? But you
as far as producing, yes.
Produce, okay. But you mixed and mastered everything.
Mixed and mastered. I guess I have to say this because it's a big thing. I wrote all my verses, wrote all my hooks. So
I think that's expected for a rap artist.
Apparently, it's not. Apparently,
okay.
But in a sense, I can understand because let's put it into perspective of Drake, since he's the hot topic.
Okay.
Drake at that point was like on fire. Nothing could touch him, which means he was always busy.
Right.
So then for them to tell him you have to make an album.
Okay.
While you're doing all of this on tour, making appearances, club night appearances, doing features for other people that are paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
You have to make an entire album. And as you realize, when he was working on his albums, like solely him, you wouldn't see Drake.
This is true.
So when it comes to you still having to be out in the public and still having to do all of this to have an album that still has to be up to par with what you did before, you might need help.
Oh, so people wrote his album.
I mean, it's public record. That
I didn't know that.
It's known by the public that it's a lot of his some of his albums were. But I mean, shout out to the people who put in the work to make it, because at the end of the day, he still had to deliver it. And
Right.
let's not also forget the genius work that he wrote for other people.
This is true.
So
and then you got to memorize it. That's a lot. That's a lot too.
That's why I'm saying I can understand in a certain extent to where if you would have somebody kind of come in and help you get yours together because you have so much going on.
Hold on, did I say memorize it?
Rememberizing?
I mean memorize it.
Wow.
I was like, wait, did I just say that out loud?
I think it would have been better if you kind of just let
Left it
that
alone.
slide. You would have just because I didn't catch it. I didn't care. So I don't think. I think everybody. Well, if y'all did, comment and let her know that we wouldn't have known if it wasn't for you bringing it back up.
Yeah. Oh well. That's good though. It was hot. Your performance was hot. Like I said, I've listened to your lyrical content, and I always liked your flow. Your flow, because it takes a lot. That flow, because everybody be like, humma, and you stick to who you are, and that takes a lot of work, and people are scared to go into that flow. I'm not gonna, and then you switch it up again. See, people can't do that.
It's because I learned at a young age that the attention span of people is so short that it's like if I give you 6 bars of the same flow, you're already turned off of the whole song.
Interesting.
So what I try to do is every 4 bars, if I have a flow that goes da 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 4 bars, da 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 da, or I just little things to kind of change it up every section, so you would understand that even if I'm losing your attention by the 3rd bar, by the 4th bar and the 5th bar, I've already caught you again by something completely different that's throwing you completely off.
That's smart.
So it's just trying to keep it completely fun the whole time.
Right.
Because I never want to do this where it's a job. I love what I do. I want to make sure that I love what I'm doing. So I'm always going to make sure that it's what I want to do.
Right.
But also the people will love it. So these formulas kind of help to where I can keep myself in it, but also have fun.
Oh, that's the cue.
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you again, where your music is, your social media. We can't push that enough for those who may have tuned in a little late.
Yes, if you have tuned in a little late, you missed it, and we hate you. No, I am just joking. You can find me at A-Rock Music. That's AYROCK MUSIC. That is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. All of that good stuff. So make sure you follow me again. That's AYROCK MUSIC. And also don't forget to check out my album, The Gray Area, which is on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, Google Play, Amazon.
He said you lit.
Basically anywhere. So yeah,
that's good.
Thank you for having me as well. This has been amazing.
It's always a pleasure. Especially I try to keep it going as far as the talent wise.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for saying that I'm talented.
Of course. I ain't just let anybody come on here now. I ain't gonna do it.
You gotta come with it. You don't come with it, you ain't gonna get no.
Make sure. Stress announcement. Make sure y'all follow Chef Reed.
Hit that follow button.
Comfort Caterers. He does meal prep. Big events, small events, personalized events. He will come to your home. He'll do your date. All that. He'll pick out the food. You can pick out the food, whatever.
We might actually have to
come on up here and give me your contact information, Chef Reed. He said, "Oh yeah, my contact information. Oh yeah."
You can follow me on Instagram at chef.reek. Instagram chef.reek. Comfort Caterers on the Apple, Android App Store. You can go ahead and get the app. Follow us to get pictures, videos, menus for each season. The fall, winter, and Thanksgiving menu drop this week.
He said straight up. He's so cool with it.
Facts. Straight
He's
up.
so cool with it. You go ahead and follow us. The Apple Store. Chef Reno Chef. Reek on Instagram. Make sure y'all reach out to Malik. You want to put your last name out there? No. He said he hit me with a nod. All right, the campaign way. They doing big things. Their clothing line, their movement. These are 2 young guys. They doing well. I've had them on the show, on the radio show. We're gonna bring them on this show. They're gonna talk about their brand. I've seen their stuff in so many videos, so I know they're spreading out. But make sure y'all follow us on our Instagram information. Of course, this is a pass through. This show is a pass through for the streets talking, but you can also find the main dish on Instagram each and every Sunday from 3:30 to 4 p.m. And you've been served.
Served.